St. Mary's College was a Roman Catholic seminary during the 19th century and operated for over 100 years before closing its doors. Also known as the Hell House Altar, this college gained its nickname as a result of the numerous legends and rumors surrounding the institution, which include stories of satanic worship and ghosts. One of the legends that is most prominent regarding this location is that a priest went mad and hung 5 nuns on each point of a large pentagram etched into the ground below, before uttering a satanic prayer and shooting himself with a shotgun. They say the priest was secretly a satanic worshiper, and that this last act was his way of sealing the deal that he had made with the devil. While the story of the nuns hasn't been confirmed, a suicide by gunshot to the head was confirmed in a local paper in the area several years ago. This place is also home to a few other legends, including that of the Blink Man, who is said to appear down the opposite end of Ilchester Tunnel at midnight if you can manage to stare down the tunnel for 1 hour straight without blinking. Once he appears, he doesn't leave the evoker's eyesight, drawing closer and closer towards them with every blink until his long, finger-like eyelashes flutter against your eyes and force you to blink one last time. Those who have managed to conjure up the Blink Man haven't lived to tell the tale. While looking into more information about this place, I came across some articles that mentioned an old paper mill being near the school, and it was a stop for the train that passed through on the tracks close by. It is said that at least 3 people lost their lives due to accidents with the machinery in the mill, but only 2 of those deaths were confirmed in historical news archives. Ellicott City is no stranger to local legends and strange occurrences. In 1868, a freak storm passed through the valley and flooded out most of the area surrounding what is now Hell House. The train passing through derailed, and many people did not survive the flood. When the school closed down in 1972, there were a few attempts to convert the property into something the town could use, such as a non-denominational church and at one point luxury apartments. These plans never came to fruition, and over the years, vandals and graffiti artists had their way with the old school. In 1996, 2 fires erupted through the property and created the ruins of St. Mary's College, eventually being swept away from where it once stood. Tonight, Ethan and I will be venturing into these woods to investigate and see what we find. While our main investigation is centered around the altar, we wanted to stop in the tunnel first. That was right in front of us.
Hello? Can you do that again? No fucking way.
Dude, where did that come from just
it's
now?
Like right up. See where that blue?
Yeah.
On the wall, like right around there, I think.
It sounded like it was almost behind us at first.
Like it traveled.
Yeah. Whoa. Listen.
Look. Can you come touch this? Make it light up? Let us know you're here. It's not gonna hurt you. If you want us to leave, can you make a loud knock again? It doesn't want us to leave.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't say yes, but it didn't say no either. We're gonna come talk to you for a little bit if that's okay. We just want to hear your story. We want to know what happened to you. We come in peace. We don't mean any harm. Let's find a good spot. We're getting towards the end of this tunnel, so we want to kind of stay in the middle.
We're hearing these knocks. See that on the wall?
Yeah. It's weird too, because this is like, if you look at it, this spot right here looks older. I don't know, it's just like they maintain the tunnels for so much. And then once they get to a certain point, it's like, it just seems older. What the hell was that? That's not creepy at all. Okay, we're going to set up some devices and give you a chance to talk to us. You're more than welcome to. None of them will hurt you, but it will give us a chance to hear what you have to say. Let's try 2 of them. Let's see if we get different readings on one or the other. Happened to me at Penhurst, actually. One was going off, but the
Mine
other
just
one...
spiked a little bit to green. I was going back and forth as you said that.
Alright, so we're just going to be borrowing the temperature sensor on this to see if we get any change in our immediate surroundings. We're not going to use the actual SB11 because we're going to use necrophonic instead. Alright, so we got the trusty necrophonic and the JBL out. These just both went off. Is it my phone doing that? Okay, if you get too close, let's put this over here just in case. Alright, as I had mentioned before, this device gives you a voice. It allows you to talk with us. I'm going to turn this on for you. Is there anyone here that wishes to communicate with us right now? A couple yeses. Could you start with a name?
My name is Ethan. What is your name?
Ed.
Ed?
I heard Ed too. I heard Ed and Joey. Are we speaking to Ed?
Hi.
If your name is Ed, could you go over and touch that temperature sensor and move it? You want to ask anything?
Did you die in this tunnel from the train?
Saying a lot. Are you okay with us being here? If you would like us to stay here, I'd like you to go move that temperature meter for me. You can move it down and make it colder, or move it up and make it hotter. Either way. It would be really nice to know that you're here by moving that. I haven't seen that move yet. Let's try this. Is there anything up at the altar that we should be warned about? Yeah, it is moving.
As soon as you ask that.
It's getting colder. Trap? Are you the one that's making that go down? Could you move it down again?
Yeah.
Wow. What's your name? Are you tied to this tunnel at all? It's about to move it down again.
Are we in any danger being here?
Something said waiting at some point. Is it safe for us to go up to the altar? Something doesn't like me talking about the altar.
I think I just heard demons, but I'm not sure.
Are you gonna move that down again? Could you move that down one more time? It said yes, and then moved it down. Literally, somebody's walking towards us right now, and there's nobody there. You're hearing this right now, right? There's somebody walking towards us right now, and there's nobody there. Is that you? To our left, walking towards us right now? It's getting louder.
Mm-hmm.
If you're down there making all that noise, could you make a loud bang or knock on something to let us know that it's you? We'd like to know that you're here with us. Holy shit.
Wow.
You feel that cold wind just come through?
Uh-huh.
I can feel it on my face right now.
Yep.
It's like this breeze. It's like ice cold. And we've been standing here for how long and that hasn't happened?
Yep.
Now all of a sudden it's just like this onset of cold wind coming across my face.
Can you touch one of these devices here? Make it light up?
Curious to go back and listen to those necrophonic responses. I was only able to make out stuff here and there.
I mean, last time I used necrophonic at the altar, I got the word demon about 3 times. So,
You want to know something I found out last night about that? That is not an altar. That is like, that's a front-facing like gazebo for a cemetery. There's a cemetery over there. All that ground is cemetery, and all the headstones have been removed.
Oh, wow.
There's bodies buried up there.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that changes it now. There's definitely something in here, though.
It's really cold all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like it got way colder.
Yep.
I was reading that the Peeping Tom story about the Ilchester Tunnel Man or Blink Man, supposedly from multiple sources, an old blind homeless man used to live in this tunnel and he was hit by the train, and that is his spirit.
Really?
That's just what I hear. I think it's really strange that with this being a very popular local like urban legend in this area, I don't know if the townspeople are trying to silence it to keep people safe, keep them off the tracks, or they're actually trying to cover something up, because I don't see why an entire community would be so quick to hide something like that.
Right, or just shrug it off.
Or shrug it off if something really never came of it, if people really never died because of it. But I feel like that just adds to the mystery. Supposedly somebody fell, either on this side or that side. They fell and hit the tracks and died.
Yep. Pretty sure it was this side, because up here is a ledge you can actually get up onto. Up that little...
Yeah, that would make more sense. I was reading that somebody was drinking one night and they fell off of this. That's a pretty high drop. I mean, you're coming from there all the way down to these tracks, and if you're falling face down,
And depending on how you land, you could snap your neck or something.
snap your neck, break ribs, get the wind knocked out of you, and I think, I could be wrong on this, so don't quote me on it, but I think a train was already on its way when that happened.
Yep, that's what I heard too. My
And-
grandfather told me that story actually.
Yeah, somebody fell from there and hit the tracks, and I mean, you get the wind knocked out of you, you break ribs, you break something, you're not getting up.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you survive. And yeah, I think a train came by and got him. If there's anything with us right now, would you be willing to come up and touch that EMF meter and make it go off? It won't hurt you, but it'll let us know that you're here with us. This is just a way for us to communicate with you. If you give it just a little bit of your energy and touch it, you'll make it light up. So as I had mentioned before, this is just a device that you can use to communicate with us. It won't hurt you in any way. We would just like to hear your story and hear what happened to you if you'd be willing to share it with us. Is that something that you're willing to do? Heard no.
Just say my name.
Just said leave, and I heard Ethan. I heard Ethan leave.
Yeah.
You'll get. In tongues? It's saying a lot right now. I'm getting chills all over my body.
That's not good vibes.
What is your problem with Ethan? Do you not like Ethan being here?
Is it because I have crosses on me? Is it because I'm wearing crosses? Is it because I'm protected?
Come to hell. Did you hear that? This thing just said, come to Hell House. I'm gonna play that back when I go and edit this, and I'm gonna put that in there. That thing just said, come to Hell House.
Holy shit.
Holy shit is right. So you want us to come up to Hell House, is that correct?
Yes.
Holy shit.
I got chills, dude. I got chills.
What's waiting for us up at Hell House? I don't even know what that was, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say to us before we turn off this session?
Run.
They are watching. It just said they are watching. Okay, goodbye. Come to Hell House. They are watching. That was different.
That was different.
That was very different than what I'm used to.
That was like, we heard that most of that in real time. That usually doesn't happen.
I know, it's normally never that
It's
clear.
always in like post-processing where you capture all the
You hear
necrophonic.
but we were catching that in real time. All right, up to Hell House we go. I have not a single clue what to expect when we get up here. I don't expect anything. And to be honest, I hope it stays that way.
Here's that other altar thing with wax on top of it. See it?
Oh yeah. weird. It's like, it's not black. It's like red or purple.
Purple, yeah.
It is mighty cold tonight.
Oh, yeah.
At least we don't have to worry about anybody being out here. As far as I know. I mean, I don't see very many people wanting to trek deep into the woods like this late at night with it being this cold. Yeah, it's right up here to the left. There it is. You know, I'd have a hard time believing somebody if they didn't have pictures to prove this place.
Oh, yeah.
Without being there myself, this just doesn't seem real. This place is insane. The amount of detail and dedication that went into making this is just beyond me, man.
Like, it must have took a long time.
Oh, weeks.
Like, look at all the attention, like, on, like, the corners of the rocks.
I know, the level of detail in this is just beyond anything I've ever seen.
Wish I knew what this all meant. It's like rooms.
You notice that some of these dragons have, like, look, if you look down there, that one has antlers.
Oh, yeah.
That one doesn't. That one has like a little horn. That one doesn't. This one has a small set of scales or horns on the top. They're different though, the heads are different. Mostly similar, but there's a few features about each one that make them different and unique. Some of these look fresher than others too. See how this one, it's got a sheen to it.
Oh, yeah.
And these don't really as much. This is like newer. It's very odd. So that is new. That was not here when I met Ethan here at this location. So this is still being used. This site is still being used for whatever rituals or sacrifices, because look, it's like runic. But this is the infamous Hell House altar. And what a lot of people don't know, myself included up until last night, this was actually a small cemetery. And in this direction, and kind of spanning out. In between, I'd say this pillar and that pillar going straight back. I want to say there was about 30 graves, and when they tore everything down, they took the headstones down as well, or they got damaged, I don't know. I just know that the gravestones aren't here anymore to signify that it was a cemetery, but most people that come here know or don't know that it's a cemetery.
Last time we were here, there was like 7 or 8 incense sticks sticking out. I don't know where they would come from.
Probably in the little gaps in between.
Yeah.
That'd be the only place where you could stick them. You could see some wax here, some candles were burned. I don't think they're joking about the stuff they do out here. I think they mean business. Not to mention the spirit box telling us to go up to Hell House.
Yeah,
We're
last
watching.
time I was here, I got a spike from the K2 on the altar here. We'll see what happens again.
Let's try 2 of them. Really like to see these go off on this altar. You're here with us right now. I do believe you had requested us to come up here, that you were waiting for us here. So if you're here,
Let it be known.
please give us a sign of your presence. Make yourself known. I've never heard it say hell and house in the same, or hell house.
Me either, ever. I've used it quite a bit.
It was very odd. So let's go ahead and try again. See if we can get any more responses out of them. As I had mentioned, if you'd like to talk to us, now's your opportunity to. Why did you tell us to come up to Hell House?
Why did you say my name?
Or because thief?
Who's a thief?
In that pit in the stomach again.
Dead.
I heard that.
Why do you want us here? Ash. What are you trying to tell us?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hell House? I swear I just said it again. Well, I'm just hearing it. I think I might just be hearing shit, but I swear it sounded like a little girl just said Hell House.
Can you tell us what kind of spirit you are?
Bad? What was that?
I've never heard that before.
Me neither. Are you friendly in any way? Are you a friend or do you want to hurt us? Just said, oh,
It did just say, oh shit.
I feel very anxious in this spot. Is that you that's doing that? No? Maybe it's just me then.
Trap door?
It's going to knock down 2 whole degrees already.
Stop. It just said stop.
I know. And then it stopped.
Mm-hmm.
This has already gone down 2 degrees as soon as we turned it on. Which I'm not going to ride on this because it's already cold outside. Oh wait, it's going back up. Is that because I'm holding it? Can you make it keep going up if that was you? Can you keep doing that? We're going to open up this doorway of communication again. If you have anything to say, now's your time. Leave. It just said leave. And now that's moving again. Which way is it going? Is it going up or down?
Set 2.
Hi. Still at 2. So it hasn't moved much.
I just like felt someone was behind me.
Really?
I didn't hear anything, but I felt like someone was.
I don't like that feeling at all.
Is that bad priest part of why this place has such bad energy around it? Death. Or death.
Did you hear?
Yeah. It said death again, too. I heard hell.
It's going up to 2. It's trying to go back up. Do you see that? Yes, I see it. Can you move it back up to 2?
Demon. You hear that?
No.
It just said demon.
Are you a demon? Yeah. Why do you say it like that? All nonchalant.
Yeah. Do you intend to harm us in any way? Kill.
Kill. It just said kill. Burn in hell?
It just said burning.
It sounded like she said burn in hell.
You hear that?
Yeah, I sure did.
Pray. Heard pray.
I did too. Pray again. This is getting weird, man.
It was the same energy I felt last time I was here. Just like.
And I'm actually getting so cold here, and I'm shivering.
Freezing.
Like, I'm shivering here. I wasn't shivering on the way up here,
No.
or standing still back there. Just right here, it's literally so cold that I'm shaking. And I wasn't shaking 10 minutes ago. I was fine.
It's freezing cold.
Are you making it colder here?
Demon, did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
You might hear that footage play back. Hate. Why are you here? Cult. I heard cult.
I did too.
Underneath that. What the fuck? That branch is moving.
I think something fell on it.
I didn't see anything fall.
I just want to logically say that something fell, so I don't have to think it's anything else. I don't want shit running around me. Are you watching us right now? Are you moving around us right now?
Yes.
I can't tell if the thing is saying boing or not.
I know.
Sounds like boing. Tell you what, I'm gonna turn off this box for a minute. If that's you making the noise over there, I want you to do it again for me if you wouldn't mind. Use your energy and make some noise around us. Let us know that you're actually here. It only seems to want to make noise when it wants to catch us off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's getting really cold, like unbearably cold.
I know.
Like my hands are just numb right now, and I have thicker gloves than you, and I'm like
I know, I
freezing,
got
so I can only
fingers.
imagine how you feel right now. Do you have anything else you'd like to say to us before we get going? Feeling nauseous all of a sudden. Okay, goodbye. I think we've got enough out of this place. I don't want to tell them that we're leaving and stay any longer.
Yeah, no.
And they've asked us to leave several times now.
Mhm.
I'd like to respect that wish and leave.
Yep. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye. You have to stay here. I don't give you permission to follow me or attach yourself to any of my equipment. This is where you belong.
And you may not attach yourself to me either.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I think that wraps up our investigation here at Hell House Altar. I don't have any doubts that there were some very nefarious things conducted here at one point in time, and as a result of that, I think there is something evil residing in these woods. If you look at some of the art that exists on these walls, it's no coincidence that somebody would come out here and do this as a prank. This was very intentional, and whatever goes on here is really none of my business, but our goal here tonight was to try and capture evidence of the paranormal, and I think we did just that. If you guys like this video, please hit like and subscribe and follow me on my adventures on social media. We will be filming a new location soon. Until then, peace.